Hi guys, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. This is our evening here, and we are here to talk to you and to tell a story which will inspire you and will take you places. So today I have my guest, and she will introduce herself. Before she do that, please subscribe this YouTube channel, and Team Carol Steve. You know what we normally doing. Thank you so much for clicking in when you see any of my video, and please watch until end and let us hear the story about Betty. Welcome, Betty, and introduce yourself, please.
Thank you, Carol. My name is Betty Wanjiko. Thank you.
Okay, so today we came across with this video, and we've been saying that we will one day tell about our story, because everybody has the past, and if you don't tell it out, you will not help someone out there, because we realize that everybody has story, and if you tell your own, might change somebody's life, and this is why we are here. So welcome to tell us about you. From where do you want to start? And you're welcome.
I have a long. I mean, mine is just a lot. I don't know where to start, but probably let's believe God that it might be part one or mixed part, and then later on, when God gives us another time, I'll come finish up my story.
Yes.
So I'll just mix up. Mine is all about inspiring and encouraging people.
Yeah.
And actually to tell them there is God. There is God. So yeah, just encouragement and giving you hope.
Yeah.
Because I have a story that actually I've seen the Lord work in my life. Yeah.
Great. So you told me about the story, what makes you to be in Dubai, and how did you decide to be in Dubai? What are the things push you to be in Dubai, and how did you come to Dubai, and what are the things you can help someone? Because people are coming here with high hopes. People are coming here with they know that this is heaven. This is when you reach there, you will get honey and milk. Everything is here. Yes, sometimes I do tell people it is, but when you determine in what brought you to do, without changing other things inside. So today, my guest will tell you how she decided to come in Dubai, and how did she make it to Dubai until today, and how many years she's there in Dubai. So back from Kenya.
Okay. I remember I was in Kenya and I lost both of my parents, and it wasn't easy. But before my mom could pass, I was supposed to go to Europe. I had high hopes of going to Europe. It was confirmed I'm going to Europe. In me, I knew I was going, but things happened. I never went. My mom passed away, and things were not easy on me. We are many siblings, but I was alone. I had friends. I have even people, brethren, but at the end of the day, you are alone. So it wasn't easy on me. I was working when I was planning to go to Europe. I resigned, and I gave out my things, all those things. So when the visa came, I was not given visa. It was said that because whoever wanted to host me said that it's not hosting me because you want to host the other people, and there are many. So I was one of the people that she said she won't host me. So I wasn't given the visa. I was so desperate. It wasn't easy. Most of the times I'm born again. I was staying on the mountain praying. In the even time to go back home, I was wondering where am I going, because when you're not working, you don't have otherwise. I'm a mother of one daughter. She's right now around 13, 14. She's heading to 14, and I wasn't not married, so I have no shoulder to lean on. It was like in darkness alone, and I didn't know where to go to, because even your siblings, when they are capable, they don't want some they're not welcoming. So the only place I could go put my shoulder on, it was on the mountain prayer mountains. So most of the times I was going to the prayer mountains, pray, pray, pray. So when it comes time to go back home, I didn't know where to go. So sometimes you could think about even committing suicide, so that you may just go and you be in the world that there's nobody. You be in the world where there's no need of money, no need of home, no need of cars. You're just in the world under the grave. I thought maybe that's where I fit, and it wasn't easy. But I thank God. I thank God because the Lord held me. The Lord saw me through. And I just met somebody in the mountain prayers, and we were sharing, and then he told me, if I can go to Dubai. I said, no.
You met someone in the mountain?
Yes.
While praying?
Yeah, where I was praying.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and he was telling me about a certain pastor of which we did interview. I was to go to Italy with that pastor, but it happened I forgot to fill something on the form, so I wasn't considered. So the pastor told me, I can connect you, go to Dubai. I've never thought of going to Arabic country, but it happened. I didn't have any other choice. So the little money I had to gather myself and say, rather than dying in my country, I rather go to Dubai. So I knew Dubai, I'll just go and get a job. I didn't know anything to do with bed space. I didn't know anything to do, you carry your food. I didn't know anything to do, you'll have to tarmac. I didn't have even a smartphone.
She knew that she's coming to heaven.
Yes. Yeah. And I knew there's nothing like looking for jobs. You just go, you get a job, you start working. I didn't even have a smartphone to be online to look at job. So it wasn't easy, but I thank God because I had a breakthrough and I came to Dubai.
Wow, great. So when you came to Dubai, according to your thinking back there, when I reached Dubai, this will be this will be that, did you find it the same way, or you get things was not the way you were thinking? How did you get in? How did you get in? How did you start? Someone is there watching this, and she or he's also planning to come to Dubai. He wants to know what are the things. When you get to Dubai, these are the things that are supposed to be. Maybe you are received with somebody, welcomed you here, or maybe you just came on your way, find someone, a stranger to accommodated you, something like that. How did it start when you came in Dubai?
Okay, the pastor who connected me to Dubai, he had to connect me to a pastor. And I was so excited, I was so happy. I'm going to pastor's house. I didn't know things about bed space. Nobody had ever told me about bed space. Nobody told me how Dubai is. I didn't have stories about Dubai because it was not in me. I never thought about it. So when I came, I never carried food. I never carried anything. All I had, okay, I remember before I came, the pastor told me, and you come with 18,000 Kenya money for the bed. I didn't understand that. So but I had the money, only that one. And they never told me about food. And so I just came with 18,000, and the visa they did for me for 3 months. And then I came to Dubai with a shop. People carry food. People have to have pocket money. You have to have smartphone or a laptop for looking for job. Yeah.
So how did you take it from there? When you get yourself, don't have all these things. How did you take it?
Carol, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. From Kenya, remember the struggle and hell. In Dubai again, I start. I could look all over. I could not see my help, where my help comes from. That is where, now, the way the Bible says in the book of Psalms 121, I look unto the mountain. Where do my help come from? Actually, I want to tell you, if your help has been coming from men, just learn your help to come from the Lord, because it will come a time, because if you're used to get help from men, you'll commit yourself suicide, because men will be nowhere for you. Actually, as for me, my life was empty. It was only me and God. And it was just God who was making way for me. So when I came, it wasn't easy. When I came, I discovered people carry food. You have to have enough pocket money. When your visa is over, you have to renew visa. At home, nobody could even support me. So I thank God, because the room where I came, the next room, we had a guy who was called Stephen, and some of Kenyan people. May God bless Stephen wherever he is.
Still, you'll watch this video.
May
maybe.
God bless you. I've never forgotten you. And it's really from the bottom of my heart. Let's help a desperate person.
Wow.
Let's be there for somebody who is going hell. Don't see somebody doesn't have food and you just ignore and try to dodge. No, just be an angel to that person. It is something that the Lord will never forget you.
Great.
And the Lord put you where you are so that you may be a blessing to somebody who is down.
Yeah.
So that guy was a neighbor to where I had come to sleep and where I was staying. So he was like the owner of the room bed space. He was just coming with food and he tell all his clients, whatever customers there, eat. So those people, they were calling me, Betty, come eat with us. Actually, I want to tell you, seeing ugali and food and veggies, it was just a big miracle to me because I wasn't sure where my meals would come from. For one, when I came, I had to do my shopping. My shopping was, in the morning I was taking waters, 2 glasses. During lunchtime, I bought biscuits, these big biscuits, these low quality biscuits, you know. They were this big one, but low quality, with juice, 1 liter. And I bought rice. I remember it was 1 kilo, 2 kilos, to keep me going for dinner. Of which, when it gets finished, it was like manna getting finished, I'm done. And I had to buy some 3 potatoes, that is waru, and some terere, 1 bunch, and oil, cooking oil. That is what I could manage. So what I remained with, it was only 200 dirham shillings that I was working with it like the grandmother, putting somewhere. So that is all I had in Dubai. So in the morning I could take 2 waters to cheat my tummy. I've eaten my breakfast. During lunchtime I was taking biscuits and juice. In the evening, I could the stew what I made, 3 potatoes with terere. It was big pile. I could put a lot of water and oil, so I could take a spoon and some rice, and wondering when these things get finished, will I really make it, because I didn't have any other food. But thank God for the neighbor Stephen, who I used to eat in his house. And he never used to feel anything bad that I don't stay there, but I eat there. And some Kenyans who are there, I want to thank God for those people. May God bless you wherever you are. Stephen, may you never lack in your life.
Wow. Steve, receive your blessings. So thank you so much, Steve, for that. And how did you make it to get job? Now that you've been struggling, you have your last food to eat here, you don't know what will be tomorrow. Here you don't have a smartphone.
Yeah.
And you also don't have money to move up and down, maybe to buy that smartphone. You don't have a laptop. How did you make it to find job?
I want to tell you, God is so faithful. The ladies in Stephen's house, there are 2 Kenyans. One was called Agnes and the other one was called Alice. So most of the times they taught me how to maneuver and to look for jobs. And also I used to use Stephen's laptop. They used to call me, we apply on their laptop. And we used to go for walking with the people who are staying in Stephen's house. So as time goes by, I was opening up and trying to know this and this is supposed to be this. So most of them, when somebody calls, he was calling me through their phone or through their laptops. So I was with them most of the times, the people who used to who are living in Stephen's room. Yeah. So time came. Yeah. Some people started calling, so some of these ladies were telling me that money is very little, you go. So they could give me that chance, and I go. At least I work for 2 weeks, I get some money. I go somewhere, somebody tells me I want somebody for some few days. As time goes by, that money I was accumulating, at least for my visa change or for my next level. God never left me. Yeah.
So another question, did you get the job which you came to do? Because when you are there back, you have mindset of that. This is what I know in my life. When I reach there, this is what I will be doing. So did you find the right job you wanted, or you packed in any to maneuver yourself?
Okay, according to the neighbors I got and Kenyan's lady in Stephen's house, they told me that here in Dubai, don't be choosy, because if you become choosy and you don't have money, your visa is ending, you don't have even money to pay the bed space for the next month, you don't have food in the fridge, just go for any job. So most of the times I was going even for babysitting, I was going for cleaning, you know, just to live my life. So that is how I went on until 2019.
How many years did you
Have I
take
stayed?
before you get maybe
The right job.
the right let me say the right job? Or the right job here in Dubai is the job which you cater for your visa. They call it resident, the working visa, yani. And yeah, so how many years did you take?
Actually,
Or how
I
many
came in
times?
Dubai. I came in Dubai 2017, the end. So I can count from 2018. So 2018, I still hustled. 2019, I was still hustling because most of the times I've done a lot of visa change. I could do some part times, and the end of 3 months I don't have visa. I have to go for visa for myself. So if going to Oman, I have gone to Oman from 2017 up to 2019.
For those who don't know what she was going to do in Oman is that when you are changing your visa, visiting visa for you to maintain your, to be available still in Dubai and find another job, is that you go for visa change. You exit outside the country and you come back. So that is neighborhood of Dubai. UAE. So after all this, when did you now settle and say that this is the best job I can do?
Okay. 2019, I was working with South Africa, and they were not good. So they were tough people, and they were mistreating me. So I had to leave them. I just trusted God, and deep in me, the Spirit of God was telling me to quit the job. So I had to quit the job, and I told God, I don't want to stay in bed space, because even my daughter, I wasn't catering so much at all.
What is bed space for those who don't understand bed space? Because people will watch this video and some will ask, what is bed space? What do you
Bed
mean
space,
bed
it's
space?
like a rent place. In Dubai, we have a house, somebody get a room and then he puts beds. So if you go there, you get a bed. You don't get a room, you get a bed.
Yeah.
So a bed is your bed space. And maybe your neighbor is up the upper bed,
Yes.
the other neighbor is down the other. So in the room, maybe you have like 6 beds, and you have 6 beds, 12 people. So when you get your bed, that is your bed space, and you pay a lot of money, because it's like Kenya self-contained. You pay around 18,000, 20,000 just a bed. So that is where sometimes when you don't have a job, you have to go, and it's not easy when you don't have that money, because you have to have food, and you have to go there and pay the bed, and also to go out to look for job. And here it's not like in our country that you have to have money and ask the driver, please, can I enter in? I have less. No, you have to have a card. So you make sure you load your card to go look for job. So when I left that job, I really told God, hold my hand, and I don't want to stay in bed space. And surely God was so faithful. When I went, I stayed in the bed space only 1 week. I got a part-time job. I worked for 2 months. The Lord gave me some money. I went for another interview, and I was considered. And that is the first job last year when I got my visa. So I glorify God, but it has not been easy. Most of the times I've been sleeping, crying, especially when I was eating in Stephen's place. I was sleeping outside that villa, crying on the sink. Not on the sink, up on the sewage. And I could not even bother the smell of the sewage. I used to cry unto the Lord. And I had only 200 dirham. And this 200 dirham from 2017 up to now, the Lord just multiplied it, because I could not make it.
Yeah.
Actually, I came in Dubai without anything. And most people went back home. Others are Kalwale, they don't have Kalwale.
Kaliwali.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kaliwali.
Kalwale are these guys who
Yeah.
don't have papers.
Yeah.
Your visa get finished, you don't have a job, so you just stay. But if you are caught, you are being deported, or you are being taken to the prison, to a police station. So God, there's a time with this Carol, with this 200. I looked at the 200. I said, God, this 200 dirham, that is around 5,900 Kenya money. it can never take me anywhere. I cannot pay the bed for next month. I cannot go for visa change, because visa change I was supposed to have around 70,000, and here I am with only 5,000. I said, God, if you are real, I'm giving to the church. I gave to the church the 200 because I didn't see anything what the 200 can do for me. The 200 dirham, that is Kenya money, 5,000, around 600, 900. I decided to give to the church because no matter how I was holding on this money, it could not help me for the next level. So I just gave it to the church, and God has sustained me from 2017 up to 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope we are learning something here, not just story, because really this you couldn't see any hope in this. I mean that what will be your tomorrow, because 200 oh my God, 200 cannot even feed you 1 month, really. But it's good to make a decision towards God, because I think that's what gives a way out.
Yeah.
According to my understanding, that's what help you. Because if you could maybe use this money in another way, you couldn't reach where you are today.
You're right.
So, what can you tell that person who is now struggling also here? Because I know they are outside here. Those who came with high hopes know that this is heaven, this is where I'm going to make it. Yes, you can. I do tell people, there's a video I made about watch before you visit Dubai, that it's heaven and it's honey and milk, the way people do say, only when you determine and not go away from your dreams the way you came. So what can you tell this person who is planning to visit Dubai? I do tell you, I don't talk negative things in Dubai or UAE. It's a beautiful place and you can make it here. So what can you tell that person who is watching us today, who is now also struggling, feeling like I think the end of it, maybe I kill myself? Because people do. Yeah. If you go back home, I mean your mind back home, maybe the money you used to come here, you borrowed it. Yeah. By that high hope that when I reach there, within 1 week I will send it back. Now the months goes and goes, others also, you see. Which year did you say that you came here?
I came 2017 when you.
And now for you to get a stable job, when?
I got last year.
Last year, 2020. Just imagine from back maybe 2 years ago, and
almost
you came
3 years, and
you came with high hope that when I reach there. So people do say that for me to go back, I've been meeting some different people. They say for me to go back, I better die, because first of all, it's going to be a shame to my family that I travel and I come back without nothing. Don't die. Do not die, and do not apply that. Focus to God will make your way out, and you will be a testimony. Remember, you cannot reach your testimony without a test. Whatever you're passing today is for you tomorrow to get what you will tell people, and you will inspire people through your testimony. So, as we are finishing this video, I want to leave it so for you to summarize it. That what can you tell that person who is planning to be here in UAE?
I can just tell the people who are in UAE and the people who are planning to come to UAE, come when you're focused, because I'm a lady, and the ladies doing a lot of things outside there. And I'm sorry, even the time I was going through this, I was like, can I get somebody who can help me? Because people are saying, why can't you get a man who will assist you? And actually, I happened to bump into another man, and he was telling me, oh, you're looking for a job, I can assist you, and I can even help you to get visa, but on condition, come stay with me in a place known as Abhel. And I was like, surely I'm so desperate, I can't go back home, I don't know what to do. What is big deal for me to go just stay with this man and he'll help me? But something told me that the God you serve is a great God. Don't compromise. And I thank God, and I thank the Spirit of God. I never compromise in that hopeless situation when you are looking just for such words. So, the devil comes even when Jesus, after fasting, the devil came with sweet things. If you're the Son of God, jump down, you'll get the angels waiting for you. If you're the Son of God, change the bread you are very angry to eat with. Yes, that is how the devil comes, and you lose focus, you lose your destiny. You have to be focused and rebuke the devil. Man shall not live on bread alone. Tell the devil the purpose, your purpose. You have a purpose to live, not to compromise with him.
Yes.
So I never gave in, and all through, without anybody supporting me, only God. I've been seeing God. The people God brought in my way, it was God's connection. It wasn't my own connection. It wasn't flesh. So all through, the Lord has been helping me. I've never involved any man in my walk, and it was so tough. So I just talk to somebody who's planning to come to Dubai. Come when focused. If you can't mix things will mix you up.
Exactly.
So when you're coming, just come when you're focused. There is God. Rely on God. God is so faithful. Yes, I don't say you can come. Maybe God has planned. Maybe this way you get your fiancé, but you know what belongs to God and what God brings. But be focused. If it's a job, be focused, and the Lord will see you through. God is so faithful. Actually, I've seen God. Sometimes I check back my walk. I don't see myself. I just see I've walked, but I can't see the feet. The Lord carried me. I can see only the feet of God, but I was carried by God. So whoever has been a blessing to this walk up to this place, may God just bless them. So when you are coming to Dubai, be focused. Try to inquire. I came when I was so ignorant, innocent. I didn't know what was in Dubai. I thought maybe it's like the way I wanted to go to Europe, because my friends were telling me, don't come with clothes, don't come with what. So I thought Dubai is like the same, but it was so different. But God never left me to starve. He had put Stephen there to be a blessing to me and some of the Kenyan people. So whatever you are planning, first know where you are going. How is the place? What am I supposed to have? And what of this and this? Because me, when I came, I had only visa for 3 months and bed space for 1 month and no food. Food was only for 1 week. But for these 4 years, the Lord has sustained me and He has seen me through.
And now you have an established job.
Yes, I got my established
with
job.
Papers.
Yeah, with papers last year. And I thank God for everything. Yeah.
That God can also do for you.
Yes, He can. He can.
Thank you. And have a good evening. Thank you for watching. Bye.